Hey guys, welcome back to Tundra Missionary. I am Zach and I am here for another album review. And today we are going even closer to the present day. We are almost in the 90s now. And we are going to review, I'm going to review and show you Don Henley's End of the Innocence album. This is an absolutely almost flawless album in my opinion. I really do enjoy it. It has 10 tracks. It is 53 minutes long. The genre is soft rock, and it was made in 1989. So, yeah, it's a couple things. Is obviously Don Henley, who is also the lead vocalist and the drummer of Eagles. This is his third album in his solo work. There's also his best-selling album, selling 6 million copies. And it is $3.89 on the Rolling Stone magazine's 500 greatest albums of all time. And along with that, Rolling Stones also had a little review about this album during the time it came out, and said that it's almost reminiscent to the theme of Desperado back in the day. So it's pretty cool. Most of the lyrics tackle political issues as well as some romantic ballads and such and so. So, very cool stuff. Now let's get into the album. So, as a whole, I mean, like I said, this is a pretty flawless album, and it has a good balance of slower tracks and more upbeat tracks. So I really do enjoy that a lot in an album. Now, going through the tracks individually, the first track we get the masterpiece, "The End of the Innocence." Probably the most popular song of the album, but this is an absolutely beautiful song. The piano is amazing. Don Henley's vocals are great. I mean, this is such a legendary song in my opinion. In fact, I would even go as far to say this would go in my top 10 greatest songs of all time. "The End of the Innocence" is absolutely beautiful. I mean, I do recommend you listen to it if you haven't, because it's awesome in my opinion. The second song, "How Bad Do You Want It?" Then we get into a more upbeat track. It has a good soft rock vibe to it, so it's really good. It's also the shortest track on the album, and I believe the only song on the album that is under 4 minutes long. I believe actually. Let me go through them and see. Yeah, it is. I think it's the only song that's under 4 minutes on the album. So most of the songs on this album were of decent length. I mean, it is a 53-minute long album, so. The third song, "I Will Not Go Quietly." This is probably the most lyrically angry song on the album, and it is really good. And Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses does backing vocals on this song, so definitely worth a listen on this one. The fourth song, "The Last Worthless Evening," we go into another slower song. This one has like a nice little beat to it, and it took a little while for the song to grow on me, but after listen to it more and more, I do enjoy it more, so that one's definitely worth a listen. The fifth song, "New York Minute," this is the longest song on the album, being like 6.5 minutes long, and that is another beautiful, stunning song. I do love this track. It's one of my favorites off the album. So, from that point, the next 3 songs on the album, in my opinion, are kind of the weakest point of this album. I mean, they're good, solid, soft rock tracks, and they are catchy, but I don't fancy them quite as much as the rest of the tracks. Which, the 6th one is "Shangri-La," which, like I said, catchy, but not my favorite. The 7th, "Little Tin God," that was probably my favorite out of the 3 that are my least favorite. So it's like my favorite and my least favorite, if that makes sense. And the 8th song, "Give Me What You Got," I do like this song, but in my opinion, it kind of drags on a bit. So, but hey, I mean, I'm not saying these are bad songs at all. They're definitely good songs. Just when compared to the other songs on this album, I could go with the others. And then the 9th song, this is probably my favorite upbeat track on the whole album, is "Dirt Worth Dollars." It almost has kind of a folkish vibe to it, and it sounds really cool, and the chorus is very catchy. I mean, like, even like the first couple listens, you might be able to sing along to it pretty easily. It's very catchy, and has a good political message. I mean, especially with the tell from the title of Dirt for Dollars. So, and then the last song, which I almost like equally as much as the first song, the Heart of the Matter, another popular single off this album. This is absolutely beautiful song. I actually just got finished listening to it like minutes ago. So I figure, because I like listening to the albums that I'm going to review before I videotape it, so that I have like a fresh view of the album. And yeah, this is a beautiful song. I mean, and it has so much variety in it. There's a long verse and pre-chorus, and a build up to the chorus, and it has a really good message too. I think. I mean, and like I said, I like it almost equally as much as the first song. So I can't like, those are both beautiful openers and closers to this album, which goes into my opinion that I believe this album is nearly flawless. So, I mean, if you haven't listened to those tracks, you need to listen to those tracks. Well, I'm not going to say you need to listen to those tracks, but I would highly recommend you do listen to them. And if you haven't listened to the album, I highly recommend you listen to the entire album. It's really good. In fact, I did review two Eagles albums a little earlier, a couple months ago, and this one I actually like better than both those Eagles albums, even Hotel California. Like, this album is beautiful, flawless. I like it a lot. I'd probably give it like 9 out of 10. So it's really good. So, all right. So with that, I think I've covered everything I wanted to discuss about concerning Henry the Innocence. So I think I'll call this video for a close. Some things you can expect in the future is I'm going to start getting into 90s music, specifically the alternative and grunge scene. So if you're into that, do stay tuned for that. And I am not leaving the classic albums either. I still have other classic albums I can review. So we're not leaving those. So expect both of those things. And thank you so much, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.